He didn't answer right away. He didn't answer right away. Is my stepsister a pianist? Is my stepsister a pianist? I couldn't understand what he was saying. I couldn't understand what he was saying. They are watching a movie right now. They are watching a movie right now. They could burn last year. They could burn last year. Can look. Can look. You won't know soon. You won't know soon. He will have finished reading the book by tomorrow. He will have finished reading the book by tomorrow. Firefighters will put out the fire all night. Firefighters will put out the fire all night. Haven't I ever been an agent? Haven't I ever been an agent? If you had called me, I would have come to help you. If you had called me, I would have come to help you. Should you freelance after 5 nights? Should you freelance after 5 nights? Our parents' anniversary is next week. Our parents' anniversary is next week. Didn't I become a tradesman a week ago? Didn't I become a tradesman a week ago? Cannot enjoy 10 years. Cannot enjoy 10 years. Your half-brother is a neurologist. Your half-brother is a neurologist. Let me know if you want to watch a movie. Let me know if you want to watch a movie. Do you rarely become a director? Do you rarely become a director? He studied for the exam all week. He studied for the exam all week. Do I run every day? Do I run every day? They don't have it right away. They don't have it right away. Could you give me a receipt, please? Could you give me a receipt, please? Will it include 10 years? Will it include 10 years? The agency works to help the homeless. The agency works to help the homeless. I'm meeting John at the airport at 3 o'clock. I'm meeting John at the airport at 3 o'clock. Are we creamy? Are we creamy? Should I buy a car? Should I buy a car? They seldom industrialized. They seldom industrialized. We went hiking in the mountains. We went hiking in the mountains. Will not sort. Will not sort. I teach. I teach. There were many examples. There were many examples. These are talented musicians. These are talented musicians. I can run. I can run. I studied English for 2 hours. I studied English for 2 hours. Can I return an item that was damaged during shipping? Can I return an item that was damaged during shipping? He submitted an article to a scientific journal. He submitted an article to a scientific journal. Can't I get engaged? Can't I get engaged? They played video games all night. They played video games all night. Do you sell fresh fruit and berries? Do you sell fresh fruit and berries? This is unreachable. This is unreachable. We have breakfast on the weekends. We have breakfast on the weekends. John is my friend. John is my friend. Can I speak to a social worker? Can I speak to a social worker? Arrived early for the job interview. Arrived early for the job interview. I'm trying to connect the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. I'm trying to connect the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. I like ice cream. I like ice cream. He had never seen such a beautiful sunset before. He had never seen such a beautiful sunset before. I have to take a shower before going out. I have to take a shower before going out. I don't know if I can handle the truth. I don't know if I can handle the truth. Hadn't he paid? Hadn't he paid? Then you can't manage. Then you can't manage. Shouldn't you usually referee? Shouldn't you usually referee? How gentle. How gentle. The recipe should have been applied more carefully. The recipe should have been applied more carefully. They don't leave later in the morning. They don't leave later in the morning. There will be new books in the library. There will be new books in the library. Should not disturb. Should not disturb. Does not forget at dawn. Does not forget at dawn. Will you be able to get to the party in time? Will you be able to get to the party in time? Was our stepson a football player? Was our stepson a football player? He fixed the broken TV. He fixed the broken TV. Wouldn't I be a fashion designer for 5 afternoons? Wouldn't I be a fashion designer for 5 afternoons? The article argues that technology has both positive and negative effects. The article argues that technology has both positive and negative effects. Have you finished writing the report? Have you finished writing the report? The dancers will perform at the theater next weekend. The dancers will perform at the theater next weekend. I really wanted a baby. I really wanted a baby. Mechanics will fix cars all day. Mechanics will fix cars all day. You are not developing normally. You are not developing normally. You should go for it. You should go for it. I was working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. I was working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Weren't you a team? Weren't you a team? Are his siblings interviewers? Are his siblings interviewers? Did not behave. Did not behave. They did not address a century ago. They did not address a century ago. Your friend is the manager. Your friend is the manager. What do you like doing in your free time? What do you like doing in your free time? Nanny after 3 days? Nanny after 3 days? It will open in 1 minute. It will open in 1 minute. I'm not angry with you. I'm not angry with you. His brother's name is Alex. His brother's name is Alex. Don't I paint at noon? Don't I paint at noon? Do you have a bar? Do you have a bar? The article examines the impact of climate change on agriculture. The article examines the impact of climate change on agriculture. You should avoid eating too much sugar. You should avoid eating too much sugar. These are delicious cookies. These are delicious cookies. What sports can you do? What sports can you do? Were his cousins the second man? Were his cousins the second man? I always say, thank you. I always say, thank you. If we had followed the instructions, we would not have failed. If we had followed the instructions, we would not have failed. The error was repeated several times. The error was repeated several times. Didn't they object soon? Didn't they object soon? He said he will buy a new car. He said he will buy a new car. Should mention. Should mention. At the station they have to wait for the train. At the station they have to wait for the train. Shall we choose after one night? Shall we choose after one night? 2 weeks later he complains. 2 weeks later he complains. The concert was liked by everyone. The concert was liked by everyone. I feel awkward around large groups of people. I feel awkward around large groups of people. Over time, we will see the effects of our hard work. Over time, we will see the effects of our hard work.